I was just about to hop into the rooftop tent, climbed up the ladder. We have to leave immediately. I ain't getting that. Although it could be worse. I'm trying to stay positive. I am petrified of spiders, but that one just scared me a little bit. If that was a full-fledged huntsman, I shit you not, I'd be sleeping in the car, no joke. Good morning. We have had our breakfast and coffee, and the plan today is we're still in Kununurra, obviously stayed, I think it's Hidden Valley campsite or campground that we stayed at last night. So still in Kununurra, we are going to head to Lake Argyle today after our doctor's appointment. Like I said yesterday, I want to try and go to the visitors centre and see if they've got a sticker. Kev reckons we're fine for potable water, but I reckon we should just fill up while we're in a main town anyway. So we'll probably do that. And yeah, that's the plan today is, doctor's appointment, Lake Argyle, relax there at the resort. They have an infinity pool, which is all over Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all of that sort of fun stuff. So I'm sure the pool will be packed, but hopefully we can get some shots there. And yeah, that's the plan today.
Holy, we were just bumming around the streets of Kununurra, waiting for our skin check appointment. We've still got 2-3 hours. And Holly found this ice cream shop on Google, so we mapped to it, and it was the best ice cream shop I've been to. It was so aesthetically pleasing, it was absolutely beautiful, the service was wonderful, and the ice cream was just amazing. On that hold up.
It was bloody yum. Really good.
So shout out to Kununurra Ice Creamery for that. That was an absolute game changer. I wish I lived here just so I could go there weekly. That was amazing. Alright,
the time's 12 o'clock. We've just been bumming around and we still have another hour until the doctor's appointment. So of course, Kev's gone and find himself a
pub. The 4X Hotel Kununurra, eh?
We've got thongs on. I don't know if they'll let us in thongs, but we're going to go see if we can play some.
It's 30 degrees. So
yeah, I know, but pubs sometimes have a dress code. It's not silly.
Don't wear shoes, Ollie.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Just got back in from the pub. It's 12:30, so we spent about half an hour in there, had a drink, played 2 games of pool. Holly won both. Poor Kev. And we're just going to go early to the doctors. They did say to come a bit early because we have to fill out paperwork because we're not from around here. So we'll go and get the skin check done, and then we're going to Lake Argyle Discovery Resorts. Alright, we haven't recorded much, but we have pulled up at the Lake Argyle Discovery Parks, and we just went for a swim in the infinity pool. It was incredible. It was so good. It was a little bit busy, but not as busy as I expected it to be, so I was happy about that. And then we had a quick shower just to rinse off all of the chlorine, and I know we said we were going to try really hard to save a bit more money, which we have been doing, but it's also our last night in WA, so the Discovery Park... That's actually not true. Shut the door and I'll tell them. So the Discovery Park where we're staying at has a restaurant here. It's our last night in WA, and we thought, why not just go out for our last night in WA and celebrate that? And also, before I even said the idea, I said to Kev, oh, we've got burgers for dinner, like just testing the waters. And he's like, that'll be good for lunch tomorrow if you get my drift. So that's literally what Kev said to me. So he might act all tough over there, but he's actually not. He's a little mastermind behind this all, and then frames me for it. But anyway, that's our plan. We've set up our wet clothes just around to dry. Really small campsites here, so we can't even stretch out our awning. But anyway, that's our plan. Go and have some dinner. Hopefully they'll have a pool table and I can just keep beating Kev. And yeah, that's our plan, Stan.
Today is the day. The day that we go to Northern Territory. How good. It's already hot here. Again, just another top of 30 something. Last night's dinner was good. We watched St Kilda play Brisbane Lions, and Brisbane Lions only just won in the end, so that was a pretty good game. They had a pretty good outdoor area down there.
We met a nice family.
Yeah, from Victoria, Anglesey, old friend. Nice older fella and his son-in-law, and then his son. They were quite nice. They were telling us about Dundee Beach and all the fishing up there and all that stuff, so...
It was lovely. Good dinner. I had, we shared. We had a parma with, they call it palmies here. We're the only ones that call it parma. So, sorry if you're watching. It's a parma with chips and salad. It was actually really good. It was crunchy and, really good. So we halved that, and then we also had a prawn. It was supposed to be prawn pappardelle, but it was not pappardelle.
It's just fettuccine.
It was fettuccine, but that's okay.
It's still good.
It was still good. The pasta was a little bit bland, but it was alright. The prawns were good. So we halved that as well, and we just swapped halfway. And then we had meatballs to start off with. Meatballs weren't great, but that's alright. They were okay as well. And yeah, Kev had a couple of beers and we had some wild turkeys in the end. I had a couple of CCs, and then yeah, we just watched the footy and sat there and came back to bed. Was pretty good sleep until early this morning, and then there's a little screaming baby, so that was a bit tricky.
This caravan park, they'd make a fortune because they just jam everyone so tight.
Show them how close 170, 173 are, for example.
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
Zoom into that. Like, they are literally, that's the closest I've ever seen bays together. Like, you can't even really have your awning out. Like, you can park sideways.
There's like caravans that can't put their awnings out. Yeah. There's just cars.
A lot of cars are parked sideways, but you sort of can't when you're in a rooftop because we're already on a hill, like where we parked. So we had to reverse in, so our heads were up a little bit. So we're already sliding a little bit with the Max Tracks under. But anyway, today's a new day. Heading to Northern Territory. I think we're not going into anywhere like spectacular today. Well, actually, we don't know because we've never been there. But we're not going to like Darwin or Katherine or anything. We're just going to go and find a free camp over the border. So I think the plan is just to drive until we're sick of driving and find a free camp.
Shut up and drive.
Alright, we are off. We have left the Lake Argyle Discovery Caravan Park and we're just heading down the road. We actually turned the wrong way, but that's okay because it's taking us down to Lake Argyle, which we haven't seen, so we'll show you that. Alright, here we are at the lookout. It's a pretty still day, so I'm going to chuck up the drone and hopefully get some footage. It's barely any wind, but that is pretty cool. The fence is really high, obviously because it's unstable and dangerous. I think you can drive down there, so we'll go and check that out after this, but sorry, I'll hold you above fence level so you can see. It's pretty cool, it just goes forever. And this connects with the Ord River, so yes, there are crocs in there. I don't know how many. Can't see any, but yeah, you wouldn't go in there for a swim, let's say that. Alright, this is the view from down below. Says beware of crocodiles on the sign over there, so yeah, definitely in here. But have a look at that flow. We just drove all the way down here. I managed to get that on the drone on Follow Me, which some of the views were pretty cool on there. I tried to get a bit of both portrait and landscape for TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. But yeah, it's just absolutely pumping at the moment. I think this obviously comes from the Ord River, which is where the Pentecost crossing joins up with as well. So yeah, just with all the rain that we've had, well, I say we, but they've had in WA, yeah, it's just everything is just so wet at the moment, which is weird because the weather is so hot. Like, we're in the middle of winter right now and it's 33 degrees today. It was 33 yesterday. We've got like 30s and 31s this week. I'm sure it'll stay similar crossing into NT as well. But yeah, just like insane that the rain is still, like the rain that they had is still producing just mass amounts of water through the Ord River. So pretty spectacular to see.
We ended up getting the rod out at that spot because there was fish jumping in the water, and we chucked the barrel lure out and had a couple of, I don't know what they were real long nose. They looked like a, what are those fish called?
Swordfish.
They sort of look like a,
Kev reckons it looked like a swordfish.
A swordfish.
Swordfish.
No, they're the ones with the teeth on the side. Swordfish is just a straight point. This one had, yeah, it looked like it had razors all down the side of its nose sort of thing. But yeah, we didn't catch anything. It just sort of chased the lure and that was it. So we're going to move up the road and see what's up there.
Alright, turns out this part of the road is just day use only, which is fine, but it's fenced off the whole way around. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a green fence and there's just no way, like unless you jump that fence and go down, but it's literally a steep incline to the river, so, or to the dam I should say. So that's really the only spot to fish. So yeah, we might continue and keep going and make our way over to the Northern Territory.
That's it, big sign.
Alright, we just got to the border and got our photos with the Northern Territory sign. You can just see it behind me. And as we pulled up, there was a couple of cars in the sign, at the sign in front of us that says, thank you for visiting WA. And we thought, oh yeah, they're just getting pictures there. So we came up, there was no one in front of this sign here. And Kev goes, I wonder if we just cut the line. And I was like, well, I don't think so, because there was heaps of people at that sign back there taking photos. Anyway, I thought we'll just be quick and take our photo here. Well, I was standing there with our camera, and this person in this like van, like motorhome, husband and wife, I'm assuming, nearly literally ran me over. I was standing there and they would have been less than a meter from my foot, like, and just got out of the car, like walked around our car and took a photo. And then as he got back in, he like said, maybe you think of other people next time. And I said, sorry. And like, cause I was going to say to him, well, maybe like if you just had said, hey, did you realize that you cut the line? We would have been like, oh, I'm so sorry, and moved, because obviously we're not like that. And yeah, like he was so rude, and then just like drove off. But so I went up to the other people that were there and I was like, sorry, I didn't realize, and let them have a go. But it's literally just as easy as like just saying to someone, hey, did you realize you cut the line? We've been waiting a while, do you mind if we have our turn first? Like, maybe I didn't realize, like maybe we didn't know, like Kev mentioned it, but we weren't 100% sure. Like, yeah, we could have stopped and asked them, but we thought no one's there, we'll just like quickly take a photo, and we would have been more than happy to move if someone said something nicely. But my gosh, like, and we have our like 2 and Oz plastered all over our car, so if you're watching this, the man that said that to me, literally just ask me nicely next time and we would have been more than happy to move. You don't need to be rude. Alright, we just stopped off at a little rest area to have some lunch. We had some salad wraps, which were really good. Met a lovely couple from Victoria that we got chatting to. But we were supposed to stay here. It is called Saddle Creek. But we've only literally been driving for like 25 minutes into the border of NT, and with the time difference changing over, it's now 12:30. So we've decided we're just going to continue towards Katherine. We probably won't make it to Katherine today, it's too much of a drive, but we're going to go to another rest stop about 60 kilometres up and just check what there sort of is to do around the area, so we don't miss anything along the way. And yeah, we'll go from there, because there's no reception here, but apparently there is up there, so that's the plan for now.
Oh, we just stopped at a little place. What's it called?
It's Victoria River.
Well, yeah, we're going to try fishing at this little rip. Oh, it's not little, it is massive. Yeah, if we can get down there, it looks pretty steep, but
and it doesn't look very, like from what you can see, it doesn't look very safe, because it's like a bit of a muddy flat. But we'll take the camera down first and show you, and then we'll decide what we're doing.
We got to be real quiet apparently, in case there's crocs. Ollie said.
Gotta be really quiet.
Well, there ain't no crocs that we can see. Probably not going to go for a fish because it is very hot, that sun.
And also you have to get very close to the water.
Yeah, and
that's a bit dangerous.
We'll only probably be able to cast out 20 metres, it won't be worth it. Alright, we went a little bit more up the road and we found a creek called Big Horse Creek. This looks fishable, so we're going to give this a shot quickly, just with some lures. Alright,
it is hot outside. It is 35 degrees today. We probably had about 30 casts down near the river. Didn't get anything, so we're just going to hop in the car and travel to tonight's campsite.
Oh, we just found a cool little bridge. It's called Bradshaw Bridge.
Those thongs, man.
Yeah, my thongs have busted the
bottle opener.
Yeah, the bottle opener in the bottom, because I've been doing a bit of rock scrambling lately. She's peeled all the rubber around it away, so now every time I step I sound like a horse, you know. But yeah, this would have been a good fish as well, straight off the bridge here, Hol.
Yeah, but we have to look at this.
How cool is this? Whee! Oh, the wilds are good. Yep.
Maybe the one that can't swim shouldn't be the one that's going over it.
Yeah.
Came out horribly wrong, but you know what I meant.
She's quite the bridge, quite the view. Haven't seen any crocs.
Have a look at this. The speed limit in the Northern Territory, when this decides to come a bit closer, is 130 kilometres an hour. We're lucky to have 80 kilometres on our freeways in Victoria. Like,
yeah, I know, yeah.
100 if you go past up into the city, and then it goes to 80 again, but we do not have 130 anywhere.
The caravans still do 90 here. And obviously I'm just going to try my best, because this thing ain't going to do 130. The pyro gets pretty hot at 110 if on a slight incline, so I think I'll just stick to, 110, 105, so there we go.
Might push the waters and try and get up to 130 just for the fun of it, because we never have before.
If there's a downhill with no wind or something, yeah.
We're just going over a bridge now with the Victoria River underneath us, still heading towards our campsite. We've stopped at a few, but either Kev hasn't liked them or I haven't liked them for whatever reason, so we're still going. We're about 8 kilometres out of the next one. Okay, wow, I look rough. I am up here trying not to fall asleep in the rooftop tent, and Kev is down there cooking us some dinner because I've been cooking lately, so it's his turn. And we're having burgers with carbs, some potatoes that were left over, and one of those like Alfredo packet things. And yeah, then I can go to bed because I've been falling asleep, and he keeps saying, stop falling asleep, have dinner and then go to sleep. So once I have dinner, I'm going to sleep because I am tired. Alright, we just had dinner. You can only just see us, but the time is literally 5 to 7, like 6:54. And the sun is only just like disappearing now. We're literally used to the sun setting at like 5:15. It's pitch black, or 5:30 pitch black, no later in WA. And it's literally only 7 o'clock and you can still easily see.
That's good.
So
I'm going to get my sleeping routine back.
yeah, I don't know if all of Darwin's like this. Like, sorry, all of Northern Territory going off the Darwin time zone is like this, or whether it's just like where we are. But it's so weird because we were only like 2.5 hours, 3 hours max on into WA, like from where we are. There's only like a 3-hour difference in driving time. But yeah, like wacko. Hey?
2.5, isn't it?
I don't know. No, I'm just thinking of like driving time that we did today.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, in terms of time, we're half an hour behind Victoria now instead of being 2 hours behind Victoria.
Yeah, so we're basically South Australian time.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to go to bed and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Right.
Hi, hello, good morning. We have woken up this morning at about 8:15. As you can hear behind me, there is a really lovely, considerate person blowing up their tyres while there's others still sleeping. But you got to do what you got to do, so he might not have any other way of doing it, so I shouldn't be too judgmental. It's just loud. Anyway, plan today is to head to Katherine. We're a few days early in Northern Territory, but that's okay. We're just sort of playing it by ear and going where we're going. So yeah, we're going to head to Katherine today. Don't know if we're going to do anything in Katherine today or just sort of head there, find a camp spot and settle down and then start doing things tomorrow. But yeah, we'll head into Katherine, go to the information centre, see what there sort of is around anything that I've missed. And then yeah, we definitely want to check out the Katherine Hot Springs and Mataranka and all of those sorts of places as well. So we'll just go and check out. I know there's a few gorges that you can go and do. So we'll go and check that out. It's not too far from us. It's probably only like an hour and 45 from where we are. That's the good thing about Northern Territory. I feel like Western Australia, sometimes I didn't realise how far things were away from each other, like 4.5 hours or 4 hours or whatever, because it's such a big state. Whereas Northern Territory is like a third of the size. So yeah, heaps easy to get to places, which is good. But anyway, I said a third of the size. I feel like it's half of the size looking at the map of Australia, but then you think about how wide WA is as well. So I don't know. Anyway, somewhere between there. But yeah, I'm excited. We've never been to Northern Territory, so super excited. And we're also very excited to be a part of the NT Day. I think I've already said that on here before. But yes, super excited for the NT Day. So I don't know whether I'll do a separate video all about NT Day, because I know there's so many people back at home that are interested in it as well. So we might do a separate video for NT Day, like what it entails, the celebrations of it, all that sort of stuff. If I'm allowed to film some of it, we'll see. Obviously, you have to be very careful filming other people's culture without their permission. So we'll just see how we go. But yeah, super excited to be a part of NT Day as well. Got a little problem. What's the problem, Kev?
Well, my normal calculations haven't really gone too well.
What do you mean?
Well, Katherine is 130 kilometres away, yeah?
No, it's about 90 now, or 85, 90 from where we are.
Normally I get 700 k's to a tank of fuel and then a light comes on, but for some reason I'm at 6:30 now. Oh, the light's just come on right now. 6:34 it's come on at, so yeah, I've been robbed 70 k's of my fuel somewhere, but hopefully we make it to a fucking survey.
The problem is, you see, it's about 80 kilometres, 85 probably now, to Katherine, and normally when the fuel light comes on we get about half an hour's worth of driving. Well, we've got probably a good 40-45 minutes of driving left to do, and there's no service from what I can see. I'm using the Wiki Camps app, and there's no service really until you get to Katherine, and so we have no way of like calling RACV if we need them to bring out fuel. We've got no service to see like if there is any fuel stations closer. We have no idea. So the fuel light's just come on and we've still got like 80 kilometers to go. So yeah, how fun. All right guys, we've done 50 kilometers since the fuel light came on and there hasn't been anyone in sight apart from people passing us. And we're 5 kilometers from the next rest area, still no service there whatsoever. But I said to Kev, maybe we could stop there and there might be someone with Starlink so that we can at least call our RACV insurance cover to come and bring us out some fuel, because we are not going to make it to Katherine. Katherine is still another 32 kilometers from, or 30 kilometers from where we are, so I don't think we're going to make it there at all. It's been nice to all the caravanners driving past now, waving to them because we might need their help.
I've been waving to everyone. Normally I don't wave.
Oh, you're a sucker.
I just give them a nod. Now I've been going out of my way. Got a bit of good karma, you know.
So we just pulled into the rest stop there. We made it there, and there was one car there, and not meaning to be judgmental, but we we decided to keep going. Well, Kev decided to keep going. He goes, I'm just going to push it and see. So how many kilometres in are we now since the fuel light came on?
46.
No, because we were at 50 before, so we're at 56.
Oh, yeah, 56.
56 kilometres. So, and we've got 30 kilometres to the middle of Katherine. And oh, hang on, I've got 1 bar of 3G. Got 1 bar of 3G. All right, I don't know if it'll even work, but it might tell us where some petrol is. Oh, could not activate. Come on, 1 bar of 3G. Give me something. Oh, it's saying failing to retrieve results. Kev's got 1 bar of 4G, so he's just gone into the Petrol Spy app and just waiting for it to load so we can see where fuel is. Okay, so my phone's just loaded and the nearest fuel station is 28 kilometers away. We are not going to make that. So I think because we have service now, it would be silly to keep driving just in case we drop out of service. So I think we're best just to call someone from here. Don't you think, Kev?
Oh, yeah. I'm not even upset. I'm pretty happy. I don't know why. I just feel like, yeah, that's pretty fun.
It's not fun.
I reckon it's fun. I ran out of fuel. There's a couple of oversized loads going past.
Alright, 40 minutes later and our fuel has just arrived. Yay for us. Alright, back on the road. We just got 20 litres thanks to a lovely man that came and brought that out for us. You got to pay for the fuel that they give you, but not for them coming out. So it cost us $50, which is $2.50 a litre. Not bad. And yeah, it gave us just over a quarter of a tank. So we're going to head back in, get some cash out, give it to your old mate, and then fill up our tank properly and learn from our mistake.
Maybe. I know. We just went to the Katherine Visitor Centre, got a couple of pamphlets, asked a couple questions. Had some salad wraps for lunch once we did that, and now we're just waiting in line at the car wash because we're going to finally wash most of all this red shit off. You heard it right, we're waiting in line. We have learnt our lesson. This time I've thought about others.
Okay, it's a little bit dark in here because we've got our sun visor up, but we're just going to go into Kmart to buy some time in Katherine before heading to our campsite. It's just a free camp, but it's quite hot today and we don't want to go there any earlier than we have to. So we're going to go into Kmart, have a look around there while the solar panel's charging. We're currently on 91% because the fridge has been using a bit at night time due to the heat of the day. And yeah, we washed the car. It actually took a while at the car wash because it was the red dirt was starting to stain the paint because all we'd been doing was rinsing it off and not properly like washing and scrubbing it. So Kev just used a chamois while I had the high rinse pressure hose, and yeah, we tried to get as much of the staining off as possible. And yeah, into Kmart we go.
Alright, we stopped at a campsite that was just on the side of the road and we weren't happy with it, so we decided to keep going and we found an absolute beauty. How sick is this? Get to do a little bit of fishing. Might even chuck a cray pot in.
It's not very deep.
No, it's not deep at all, but there's heaps of people here. Fellow Victorians everywhere. I'll eat the tin ass.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's one of those spotty things. I think they call them a grunt or something. Oh, he's got
no,
heaps of
no,
spots.
that looks like with a perch.
Yeah.
Thing, but it's a different. It's not
Try and
perch.
focus on it. Oh yeah, right there.
There he is.
There he is.
He is not counted in the fishing competition.
I think it is one of those little spangled perch things. Alright, Holly only caught that one little fish. We've had dinner And I decided when she was fishing I was going to start throwing little bits of bread in, and all the little fish loved it. They were just absolutely smashing it. But then I noticed there was a little crab that came out first, so I thought, oh, I'll throw the pot in. And I put a couple of pilchards, cable tied them to the pot, threw them in, and just had little crabs here and there. But we just went and shone a torch on it then, and there was some massive yabbies. Like, how big you reckon?
Like 20 centimetres?
Yeah, 20, 25 centimetres. They were freaking, they looked good in the water, so we're going to go lift the net out again and see what's there. Alright, we're just back here.
The things with the orange eyes are yabbies, if you can see.
I don't know if it's going to pick them up, it's too dirty.
So they're just here. There's a few of them swimming around.
Oh yeah, you can see him just taking off. He doesn't
There's
like
one
the
over
light.
there.
None in the pot though.
There's some over there.
Oh.
He's getting close. He's a big one too. Okay, you can't hear now. I mean, you can't see now, but you can hear us. We're walking down to the river because Kev reckons he's got one, and he wants me to film it. So
I saw the eyes in the pot when I shone the torch on.
okay, do you want me to hold the light as well, so that you have two hands?
I'll pick this up first. Yeah, righto. Oh, he must have got out, the fucker.
Oh, empty.
Or he was under it.
What do you got to say for yourself?
Or he was under it. What's that? He was right there.
Oh, there's a few of them.
Fuck it. I'm going to put more pilchards in.
There's big holes though.
Good morning, my fellas. Unfortunately, there was no yabbies in the pot this morning, just a couple little crabs. The yabbies must have just been a nighttime thing. For some reason they wouldn't actually go in the pot. They just, I don't know whether they were trying to get the crabs or what, but they just wouldn't hop in it. They were sort of circling around the outside, just sitting there. Today's mission is we're going to do Katherine Gorge and Edith Falls, and then we'll probably come back here to camp, because this is a pretty good campsite close to Katherine itself. So yeah, it was a good sleep last night, not a lot happened. A couple cane toads here and there you could see. Other than that, let's start the day. We've also had to start making another sticker board, so I'm going to have to try filling up this window now. The other one isn't quite full, but Holly and Mel's massive 2-0 sticker take up a lot of it. So I placed that in a stupid spot. I should have put that down further there, and then I could have put another 2 there, but oh well. Is what it is. Okay,
we just got back from the Katherine Hot Springs. We were there, I reckon, for probably 2.5 hours, and it was beautiful. We took the GoPro, so we managed to get some footage within there. I just can't believe it's free as well. Like, what an amazing place to go to for free. And there was not many people there at all. We were able to have a swim with maybe only 1 or 2 other people in the same pool as us at a time, perhaps. And yeah, it was just incredible, so good.
Just ducking into Repco quickly because the AC fan resistor has shit itself. So my AC fan only works on the top speed, which is 4. I've got no 1, 2 and 3, and Holly hates it. So alright, so Repco is no good, but Burson's in Katherine put me onto another Burson in Darwin that has the part, or can get the part from Trident just up the road. So I think when we're in Darwin we'll be picking that up.
Okay, we just had a look at Top Digi. I was really hoping that we'd be able to go into an experience with Manuel, but he's completely booked out until Wednesday afternoon, and I don't think we'll be still in Katherine Wednesday afternoon, so we'll just have to miss out. But I did get myself a souvenir. I got some clap sticks, which are so beautiful, and Kev picked himself out a hand-painted boomerang as well, so that was pretty cool.
We're on our way to a rod and rifle shop. Apparently the tackle world here sells rods and rifles, so yeah. I'm starting to really like Katherine. Who's Katherine? Every time we go to Farm World back in Victoria, which is like some big farm event where they sell all farming products, I get stuck for hours looking at these buggies. They're so cool. I'd love to own one day. Just look at them. They just absolutely haul ass, wouldn't they? Don't tell me you wouldn't want one.
Well, you've got to make more money, mate.
Yeah. And here is the rod and rifle shop. Get a photo with Salty, Holly?
You want me to pat him?
There's even a big barrow on top. They've even got a live little croc in here. Man, this store is sick. This giant is so cool.
Oh, there's a bear.
Got a big head on him, doesn't he?
He's hungry.
Also a turtle in the tank. This shot's sick. Hey bud. Surf's up, dudes. This is the ultimate shop. This is what you'd want to own, isn't it, Holly?
Yeah.
Like, this would be awesome to own. Freaking wild balls up there. Alright, I've seen this Y62 a fair bit around here, and it is flash. It's got some nice, you know, this, I don't know what they call them, they're like magnetic panels that stop you from getting scratched. But it's all indigenous art, it's so cool.
Just found a wild dingo. He's just there looking at us. Kev's going to try and go a bit closer to him, but he'll probably run off. Oh yeah, there he is.
He's beautiful.
There you go.
Good look at.
He's just watching us. Oh,
I've got a smacko.
I can't see because you got the tree there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sunset, isn't it, bud? How you doing? Just stand there. Like a stud mullet.
Realised that we haven't really updated you today, and then just showed you that picture, look, that video clip of the dingo, so you probably have no idea what's going on. After going to Rod and Rifle, we had a look at the blog that, I don't know whether he just works there or owns the store, someone has written from there. We tried those fishing spots that he had written there with no luck. It is not the best time to go fishing for barra right now. They reckon the best time is April, May, like early May, because that's right after the wet season and that's when the water's all stirred up. So the barra aren't really as hungry as they are then. So we tried a little bit. We've tried with soft plastics, we've tried with hard lures, we've tried, yeah, heaps of techniques and just unsuccessful. We're not going to give up though, but yeah, nothing yet. So we've been fishing most of the day, and then one of the people that Kev knows through his work back in Victoria got us onto somebody, absolutely lovely bloke. I didn't actually meet him, but just going off what Kev has said, I was in the car talking to my niece and nephew at the time. So Kev went in and met this guy, and he was absolutely lovely and told us about a secret fishing spot. So sorry, but we can't give away any details or show you the location because he's asked for us to keep it private, which we will do. We just came out here for a drive to look at it now, and that's when we saw the dingo. So apparently you do have to be really careful. There is wild buffalo, wild pigs, and he has seen saltwater crocs in the river as well. So yeah, pretty much more things to kill you than keep you alive out there. So yeah, a little bit nerve-wracking, but that's all right. We can actually drive the car right up nearly to the river, so I feel safer knowing that the car's right there if we need to quickly run to it if a buffalo comes up or anything like that. So plan is now just to head back to our campsite that we had last night. Oh, look at that glow from the sunset. How pretty. But yeah, plan is to drive back to our camp that we had last night, and then tomorrow we'll have a little bit of a look into Katherine Gorge, Edith Falls, all of that sort of area, and then hopefully do some fishing at this secret spot.
Righto, we just pulled up at the campground that we were at last night, but we have a terrible spot because there's that many freaking caravans that have rocked up. They're just all taken. So yeah, we just got this little open area, no river or anything. But she'll do.
Alright guys, that brings us to the end of another episode.
Obviously, if you like our content, please give us a like, share and subscribe. Hoorah!